What is up, everybody? This is Bevins here, and today I'm going to do a quick video on how to texture your bat suit. This also goes for other things as well, like you can use this for Spider-Man, you can use this for whatever costume that needs to have a texture. So so what I'm going to be using today is just the good old Puffy Paint method. I'm not going to be the first video up about Puffy Paint, I'm not going to be the last, there's going to be lots of it. But for a batfleck costume, and even for the Superman costume, Puffy Paint can be very good. I'd rather use a screen printed fabric, but for some people that's outside of their budget, so this is what their alternative is. So right here what you're looking at is I got a henna kit. Really cheap, I think it was like 15 bucks or something on Amazon. So I just ordered it, had it shipped, got it like a week or whatever, and then I filled up one of the bottles with the paint that I'm going to be using, and I kept one of the bottles empty. The reason why I did that is because every time you use one of these nozzles, you need to clean it out. If you don't clean it out, then the nozzle is going to get clogged. I have a whole bunch of other nozzles here, and most of these nozzles are clogged. The other thing I want to talk about real quick is the different types of nozzles you can get. This pack came with 16 nozzles, I think, all of different shapes and sizes and whatnot, also different types. So right here we have 4 types of nozzles. We have, this one is a full metal construction nozzle, this one is a plastic end metal, this one's a full plastic, and then this is a plastic one piece. My 2 favorite nozzles are these 2, because they don't flex, they don't bend, and they're either easy to work with or easy to clean out. These ones are the third best, I find, because they don't have as much flex in them. These ones right here are the worst, because as you can see, they flex in the tip, which sometimes is what you're looking for, but most of the time it's not. And then you can also end up having moments like this. This I didn't actually do. It came like this in the package, so I haven't even been able to use this nozzle at all. I haven't tried, but you know, you're gonna want to avoid using these ones as much as possible. But that's basically it. So for example, for the Batman texture, so this one right here, this is a brand new nozzle, never used it before. As you can see, it's very clean inside. I have another nozzle over here. This one I kind of screwed up with. I forgot to clean it. Get some light on that. I forgot to clean it, and as you can see, it's filled with black stuff. And then when I was trying to clean it, I accidentally pinched the tip, so now it's closed shut. Which is why I like the metal ones, because the metal ones you can't pinch the tip and it won't close up on you. So if you absolutely can, I would recommend using and maintaining and keeping the metal ones clean, so that you don't have to worry about using the plastic ones. All my metal ones that are small enough for the texture that I need have been clogged, because I wasn't very smart when I first got this thing. But here we go. So it's very simple. You just fill the bottle, you squeeze, as you can see it coming out like that, and then you just draw whatever texture you want. Be sure to lift it up, and that's it. Now, this is a lot easier to do when you have the actual bodysuit that will give you it basically just gives you a pattern to follow. Okay, here I'm just going to change the tip, so I'm just going to swap this tip for this tip, so I will be right back. Okay, so here we go. So I'm back, I switch the tips now, and then I'm going to go in the opposite direction. Okay. And this is just a really quick example. It's nothing, this isn't what it looks like on the suit. I will show you with the suit afterwards. Right? And just like that. So the intention is to have different sizes with them. I know these ones look to be about the same size as these ones, and that's because when I was doing these, I put a little more ink than I would normally do with that nozzle, but that's because I was looking through the camera lens rather than actually looking at it with my eyes. And it's also, again, when you have the texture on the suit that you're just kind of tracing over, it's very easy to just follow that pattern and get it right. I'm not really getting it right at the moment, but now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the bodysuit and I'm going to show you some finished stuff that I've done. I'm also going to show you some stuff that you can do specifically for Batman, to try and fix some stuff, or to try and be a little bit more to be a little bit more accurate. So again, I will be right back, and I'm just going to grab the bodysuit. Okay, so here we are with the bodysuit, right? And as you can see, I have textured all of this area. and I'm going to find a part of the bodysuit that hasn't been textured right down here. So this is what it looks like beforehand. This is what it looks like afterwards. Okay. And yes, this is a very long, very, very long process, but you know, it's worth it, I would say. So you basically just trace these lines here with the puffy paint, and it gives you this texture, right? Now, down here on the calf, I did some, this is where I first tested out the puffy paint, right? And then I'm also doing some tests with the silver, because if you look close up on the actual batfleck bodysuit, you will notice that there is some silver. Now, people have figured out that it wasn't quite silver, it was more like a gunmetal with a bit of a silver tinge to it. So, I don't think it really works at the moment, just silver. Maybe if you were to mix black in with the silver to get like a little bit darker, like mix in some black puffy paint with some silver puffy paint, then that might work, and I might give that a shot to see what it looks like. And if I do, I will post a video and talk about it. But at the moment, it's not the best. And I think I'm just going to stick with doing just the black for now, right? Because it gives it, you can see it right there in the light. It shines off the light real good, and it gives it a better look than just being plain fabric, right? Because then you get like other spots like here where you don't have that, but then up here you have it, and it gives it kind of a scaly, armored kind of look. But yeah, so that's how you use puffy paint. Now, some tips that I found is if your suit is already made, like mine, then stuff it. You can use cardboard to either stretch out the fabric, or if you've already glued it down to the muscle suit like I did, you can just stuff the muscle suit with clothes and newspaper or whatever you need to stuff it. Because then it stretches it out a bit and makes it a little bit easier. Also, using, for me, my bodysuit is too dark, so sometimes when I get all close to the lines, it's hard to see the actual lines on the bodysuit. So I always grab my cell phone, just turn on my flashlight, and that's what I use to help me see. Hopefully you guys won't have that problem. But yeah, so the only thing I'm not too happy about with my bodysuit is that I think it's a little bit too dark. And I think that's just mostly because the base bodysuit is too dark. So I'm going to be looking at changing out that base bodysuit for a different one, which means peeling up all the glue that I have on it. It means all the puffy paint work that I've done so far is basically useless. I have to peel off the emblem very carefully, making sure not to rip it. But I might go with a actual screen printed fabric for that part, and if I do, I will offer that on Etsy. So if anyone is interested in that, then I should have something like that coming soon, maybe, but I will post videos in the future regarding that. Anyway, thanks for watching, like, comment, and subscribe, and see you next time.